Down by the fence, creek ran slow. June held the dust on every road. Mama called from the back porch screen. Daddy came home in old blue jeans. We were young as the evening sky, barefoot hearts and a fearless time. Radio sang from a half-dead Ford. We had enough, we wanted more. There was a field past Miller's barn, where we chased stars till near the dawn. You wore my coat when nights turned cool. We carved our names on cedar wood. Your laugh rolled soft through the summer dark, like a match struck bright in an old tan spark. I swore that town would never change, but nothing gold ever stays the same. When the fireflies come back home, I still hear your voice in the pines. That old moon hangs over gravel roads like it did in those younger nights. Time moved on, but I still know some old dreams don't let you go. Every year when the fields burn black, I find my heart where the fireflies flash. You left one fall on a morning train, a little white dress, one suitcase case. I stood there dumb in my workday boots, with all my words tied in a noose. Your last look cut like a harvest wind, half goodbye and half where have you been. I watched that smoke fade down the line and lost a world I thought was mine. I stayed right here with this county land, worked these rows with my calloused hands, fixed that porch and the kitchen sink, paid my dues and I learned to think. Folks moved on and the stores all changed, new brick fronts on the old main lane. But late in June when the sunset bends, that little town feels like then again. When the fireflies come back home, I still hear your voice in the pines. That old moon hangs over gravel roads like it did in those younger nights. Time moved on, but I still know some old dreams don't let you go. Every year when the fields burn black, I find my heart where the fireflies flash. I got your card about 10 years late, postmark from some faraway state. You wrote, I hope you loved your life. I still drive slow on summer nights. I still recall that river bend, the first time you reached for my hand. No big words, just a line or two, but every one rang clear and true. So I drove out past the water tower, past the church and the old feed store, past the tracks where I let you go, to the place only young hearts know. Crickets sang and the cane stood still, night laid soft on the pasture hill. Then one by one in the velvet black, God lit the dark with fireflies back. Maybe love don't die, it just turns light. Maybe it waits in the fields at night. Maybe the Lord leaves signs this way for worn out hearts that lost their way. I tipped my hat to the summer air and felt your ghost like a whispered prayer. Not to haunt and not to hold, just to warm these hands grown old. When the fireflies come back home, I still hear your voice in the pines. That old moon hangs over gravel roads like it did in those younger nights. Time moved on, but I still know some old dreams don't let you go. Every year when the fields burn black, I find my heart where the fireflies where my soul runs back. It's to that field by the railroad track, to your young smile in the pale moonshine, to a small town love I still call mine. And when this life has had its say, and all my summer days fade gray, Lord, lay me down where the blackbirds pass and the fireflies come drifting back. Main Street sleeps beneath the rain. The diner clock says 10:30. That old motel still hums its tune beneath a warm October moon. A screen door sighs 2 blocks away, like it still knows your name today. The jukebox plays a low, sad sound. Neon fades in Cedar Town. Neon fades in Cedar Town, but I still see us driving around. Windows down on Highway 9, your hand in mine, your smiling time. Radio and tail light glow, Lord, that summer won't let go. Every bar sign sinking down, neon fades in Cedar Town. We were young and full of dust, pick up dreams and reckless trust. We carved our names on Miller's Bridge and swore we'd never leave that ridge. Friday nights in baseball fields, hearts too wild for life to steal. The county fair spun red and gold. We thought our love would not grow old. Neon fades in Cedar Town, but I still see us driving around. Windows down on Highway 9, your hand in mine, your smiling time. Radio and tail light glow, Lord, that summer won't let go. Every bar sign sinking down, neon fades in Cedar Town. Daddy worked the feed store line, mine poured coffee past midnight time. Your mama sang in Sunday choir, mine kept wood stacked by the fire. We were raised on prayer and smoke, field road truth and honest folk. A porch light cuts the black in two. Every road still leads to you. Neon fades in Cedar Town, but I still see us driving around. Windows down on Highway 9, your hand in mine, your smiling time. Radio and tail light glow, Lord, that summer won't let go. Every bar sign sinking down, neon fades in Cedar Town. Then came that bus in early spring, with one hard case and broken wings. You said this town was growing small and dreams need room beyond it all. I said I'll wait right here somehow, I guess I'm waiting still right now. Your taillights burn the edge of dawn. The whole damn world kept moving on. Neon fades in Cedar Town, but I still see us driving around. Windows down on Highway 9, your hand in mine, your smiling time. Radio and tail light glow, Lord, that summer won't let go. Every bar sign sinking down, neon fades in Cedar Town. Now Earl still tends a gas station, Miss June still talks of graduation. The barbershop still shuts at 4, same cracked bell above the door. Time moves slow, then all at once turned our glory into months. I wear the years like workday jeans, still stitched with all our mighty bands. I've loved some roads and lost some miles, I've seen big city painted smiles, but none of them could hold me long. This town still sings my truest song. Your ghost still dances in the dark, like fire left inside a spark. Tonight I park by Walker fireside, the one that blinked out back in '99. I heard your favorite old slow tune float through that half-lit room. For one long breath I turned around like you were walking back to town, but all I found was midnight air and your name hanging everywhere. Neon fades in Cedar Town, but I still see us driving round, windows down on Highway 9, your hand in mine, your smiling time. Radio and tail light glow, Lord, that summer won't let go. Every bar sign sinking down, neon fades in Cedar Town, every old dream settling down. Neon fades in Cedar Town. Main Street sleeps beneath the rain. I still love you just the same. One last light, then not a sound. Neon fades in Cedar Town. Down by the cotton mill, the whistle split the dawn. Men walked with coffee hands and women carried on. The gravel knew our names, the screen door slapped the wind. That town was small and hard, but soft on us back then. My daddy worked the line from sun up into dark. He wore that Georgia dust like pride upon his arms. My mama hummed old hymn while hanging sheets to dry, and me, I chased the trains that cut across the sky. Down by the cotton mill, we learned to live on faith. $1 and a prayer could carry us for days. We had a radio and stars above the pines. Down by the cotton mill, we thought that life was fine. There was a girl named June with ribbons in her hair. She laughed like summer rain and made the whole world fair. We'd meet behind the yard where old boxcars stood still. I stole my first real kiss down by the cotton mill. The river ran out back through willow, mud and cane. We'd skip a little school and wash off red clay stains. Her bare feet hit the bank like music soft and slow. That river held our youth, too wild to ever know. Down by the cotton mill, we learned to live on faith. $1 and a prayer could carry us for days. We had a radio, the stars above the pines. Down by the cotton mill, we thought that life was fine. Then times got lean and cold, the orders all slowed down. The whistle lost its song and silence filled the town. One by one they left for Nashville, Dallas, Rome. But Daddy said, son, stay, a man should know his home. June took a northbound bus one August afternoon. She pressed her hand in mine beneath that tired moon. She said, I can't stay here and watch these old walls fall. That bus pulled out so slow, I still can hear its call. Down by the cotton mill, we learned to lose things too. The first one was our dream, the next one was June. We had a radio that played our worn out rhymes, Down by the cotton mill, love slipped us by in time. Years rolled like freight cars past our wandered county lines. Played bars for tips and gas and cheap neon lit nights. But every road I drove led through that gate of tin, where rust and memories slept and called this drifter in. I came back one cold fall, the windows all were nailed, the loading dock leaned low, the paint had cracked and paled. The kudzu climbed the walls like time with hungry hands, and every board still knew the boy I used to stand. I heard my daddy's call, I heard my mama sing, I heard that whistle rise like some lost holy thing. I saw June by the tracks in that blue cotton dress, and for a moment there, this world made some sense. There's condos by the road where fields of white once grew. They paved the corner store and tore the water tower too. But memory don't sell, and sorrow won't move out. That town still lives in me, beyond all fear and doubt. So if you pass that way, when dust turns golden still, you'll hear my younger heart down by the cotton mill. Yes, if you listen close, past whippoorwill and pine, down by the cotton mill, that old life still is mine. Sunday rose on weathered pine, fog lay low on fence and vine. Mama hummed by the kitchen fire, cast iron sang with heat and choir. Biscuit flour on her hands, Grace still lived in simple plans. Daddy shaved by the hallway glass, tied his tie and checked the grass. Grandma rocked on the front porch swing, soft and slow she used to sing. Her voice drifted through the screen like some place I'd never seen. Coffee steamed in chipped old cups, sun came gold and woke us up. Church shoes lined by the back door, same old board, same old floor. Sunday smoke and old hymns right through the stillness of the pines. Hands once warmed by working years held us close and dried our tears. I still hear that church bell ring in the heart of everything. Time moves on, but I go home with Sunday smoke and old hymns. Chevy wheels on gravel bends, dust behind us, kin and friends. White clapboard and red brick wall, kids in rows and one by all. Pastor preached on faith and rain, mercy walks through joy and pain. Mama bowed her head so low, like she knew what I don't know. Dinner waited afternoon, beans and ham and one old tune. Uncle Joe told stories twice, still we laughed like it was new. Cousin May in yellow dress talked her dreams beyond this mess. But the fields out by the creek kept us humble, kept us meek. Sunday smoking old hymn right through the stillness of the pines. Hands once warmed by working years held us close and dried our tears. I still hear that church bell ring in the heart of everything. Time moves on, but I go home with Sunday smoking old hymns. I was young and wanted out, chased the neon, chased the crowd. Thought the city knew my name, thought bright lights could raise the dead. But in bars and motel rooms, silence blooms a colder tune. Every road I ever ran led me back where love began. Now the porch is old and bare, Grandma's rocking chair ain't there. Mama's Bible worn and thin still has Daddy's note tucked in. There is peace past all this land. Hold the grace and lend your hand. I can see those Sunday skies every time I close my eyes. Sunday smoke and old hymns rise through the stillness of the pines. Hands once warmed by working years held us close and dried our tears. I still hear that church bell ring in the heart of everything. When my road runs cold and dim, lead me home through old hymns. Some folks live for leaving fast, some just race beyond the past. Me, I learned in small town life, love burns low but it burns right. In the prayer before the meal, in the dirt beneath the hill, in the songs the old folks knew, heaven always shimmered through. There's a field past Miller Lane where we stood in summer rain. Daddy said, boy, life is brief, work with hope and trust belief. I was too young then to hear what now rings so bright and clear. Truth ain't loud and it ain't thin, it sounds like those old hymns. Sunday smoke and old hymns rise through the stillness of the pines. Hands once warmed by working years held us close and dried our tears. I still hear that church bell ring in the heart of everything. When my road runs cold and dim, lead me home through old hymns. Sunday smoke on evening wind, take me where my days begin. If I wander, if I roam, old hymns always take me home. I was 16 that summer, with dust all on my jeans. The sky was wide and burning, like every young boy's dreams. My daddy drove a Ford truck that shook on every turn, and every road felt endless. Past Johnson's farm we learned there was a fence half broken, mailbox painted red, a field of corn and moonlight, and stars above our heads. We'd park beside the gravel and leave the radio on. Her hair blew through the window, past Johnson's farm till dawn. That road past Johnson's farm still runs through my heart, where we were wild and honest before life pulled apart. We had a tank of freedom and nowhere else to be. That road past Johnson's farm still brings her back to me. Her name was Anna Maley, she laughed like summer rain. She'd kick off both her sneakers and dance out in the lane. She said, don't chase tomorrow, it comes all on its own. And leaned against my shoulder like she had always known. We talked about forever like kids out in the dark, with fireflies and mason jars and dreams that left a mark. She drew a heart on fog glass and wrote our names inside. The road past Johnson's farm heard every vow that night. That road past Johnson's farm still runs through my heart, where we were wild and honest before life pulled apart. We had a tank of freedom and nowhere else to be. That road past Johnson's farm still brings her back to me. had changed by winter. The old store closed its doors. They paved the shoulder wider and tore down 2 barns more. Her daddy took a job west, mine stayed with the land. We said we'd ride each other, but time had other plans. I left the next spring morning for work in Abilene. A duffel bag, 2 snapshots, and boots not yet worn thin. I tried to outrun memory in every town I knew, but every mile of highway just led me back to you. That road past Johnson's farm still runs through my heart, where we were wild and honest before life pulled apart. We had a tank of freedom, nowhere else to be. That road past Johnson's farm still brings her back to me. Now Johnson's place is silent, the porch swing barely sways. The paint has left the siding like songs lose yesterday. But when the sun drops low there and shadows cross the hay, I hear her soft voice calling from one long gone away. Last fall I drove back through there. The fields were cut and bare. A dog barked by the driveway, cold October in the air. I stopped beside that mailbox, though red it turned to rust, and thanked that little back road for keeping what was us. That road past Johnson's farm still runs through my heart, where we were wild and honest before life pulled apart. We had a tank of freedom and nowhere else to be. That road past Johnson's farm still brings her back to me. Yeah, roads can take you nowhere or home to who you are. Mine always turns to sunset past Johnson's old farmyard. Sun hung low on Miller's field. We were young and hard to steal. Dust rose up behind that fort. We had less, but wanted more. Your bare feet on the dashboard light, my old cab pulled down too tight. That radio sang out of tune when we were wild in June. The creek ran black beneath the bridge. We carved our names there by the ridge. A pack of smokes, a borrowed flame, 2 small hearts too young to name. Your mama said be home by 10. We laughed and drove right past again. We chased the stars and the blue moon when we were wild in June. When we were wild in June, we danced beneath that silver moon. We swore those nights would never fade out on that old county grave. With cheap red wine and old back roads and dreams too big for what we own. Lord, time ran free and love ran true when we were wild in June. The fair came through on Friday night. You wore that cotton dress just right. I won no prize but won your hand. Spun you slow beside the band. We kissed behind the Ferris wheel, the kind that made a young man feel like all his prayers had come too soon. When we were wild in June, the preacher talked on Sunday morn like we were saints already worn. But we were boots and gasoline and every reckless thing between. We skipped the choir, drove out west, laid in hay our best to every song the crickets crooned. When we were wild in June, when we were wild in June, we'd dance beneath that silver moon. We swore those nights would never fade out on that old county grade, with cheap red wine and old back roads and dreams too big for what we own. Lord, time ran free and love ran true when we were wild in June. Your daddy worked the feed store shift, mine drove nails and heavy lifts. They wore the weak down to the bone, still built a life with what they'd known. We talked about a little house, a screen door and a porch out south, a dog, 2 kids and 1 hay room, when we were wild in June. Then life came fast like summer rain, a flatbed truck, a moving train. You left for school in Tennessee, I stayed to work the family seed. Your last kiss burned like engine heat, that depot shook beneath my feet. The whistle sang a lonesome tune for what went wild that June. When we were wild in June, we danced beneath that silver moon. We swore those nights would never fade out on that old county grade, with cheap red wine and old back roads and dreams too big for what we own. Lord, time ran free and love ran true when we were wild in June. Now every year when summer rolls, I feel that fire down in my soul. The gravel pops beneath my tires like old young hearts and barnwood fires. I pass the bridge, the field, the bend, and see those kids we used to spend our whole world with from dusk till noon, when we were wild in June. The fair is gone, the barn leans low, that creek still winds, that corn still grows. The paint peels off the Miller sign, but memory keeps its own good time. I heard you live out west somewhere, got 2 blue eyes and lighter hair. I hope they laugh and sing in tune the way we did one June. I never made that little plan, life had other ways for man. But on some nights the wind blows right and takes me back through fireflies to your bare feet, my old front seat. That hammering sound of young hearts beat. No gold was ever worth that bloom of being wild in June. When we were wild in June, we danced beneath that silver moon. We swore those nights would never fade out on that old county grade, with cheap red wine and old back roads and dreams too big for what we own. Lord, time ran free and love ran true when we were wild in June. Yeah, time ran free and love ran true when we were wild in